Alright, what is up everybody? Dragon Gamer here, and welcome to another episode of Skyward Sword HD. In the last episode, we ended up freeing Levice by delivering him DoorDash, and ended up fighting the imprisoned for the final and third time. But, unfortunately, there is a flooding issue in the woods. So, by the water dragon, and now she has sent us off to collect her Tadtones in order to, well, get her part of the song. Which, I'm gonna be honest, I'm going to try to not be very complainy about this, but this part of the game, yeah, it kinda sucks. I'm sorry, it just does. Where it's just like, the whole Tadtone thing, while it's doable, it's just, it's really a drag that this is how they're making you explore Faron again. Faron Woods! Now let us just almost get it. Spin. First collection of Tadtones. And let us see, what do you have to say? Hello. How are you hey, are you collecting Tadtones? Yup. I'll let you in on a secret then. Some Tadtones hang out in groups. You have to catch those similar Tadtones, one right after the other, or they'll swim out of your score. If you want to catch a bunch at once, you can do the spin maneuver to, okay. So yeah, it was just what we just did there to collect those other ones. But yes, you really want to try to collect them as quickly as you can, because they will, if you are not fast enough, unfortunately, they will, like, despawn from your collection, your music sheet, and you have to collect them again, which is really annoying. Okay, like this amber relic under here, which, the funny thing is about this, I've actually seen, like, people talk about, like, how many monsters are actually in the woods. I've seen it in Let's Plays and other people talk about it before the, woods actually ends up getting flooded. And apparently, there really aren't that many monsters in the actual woods, and so the water dragon really just floods the woods just because she can, which I guess good for her. It is her domain and region and all that, but like, really, it's just like, okay, I think I'm just gonna wait for this to despawn, and then I'm gonna try to spin and get both of them here. That. Spin around, and get that. Now you want to watch out for these purple oxygen bubbles, because they will take your air opposed to the blue ones, which just can be really annoying when you're swimming down deep down here, and you're trying to collect the Tadtones and the treasure, and you're just about to run out of oxygen, and then just, yeah. You can also alternatively swim back up to the top if you need to, but like, you really just want to stay down here for a majority of it, because this is where the Tadtones are, but we are going to get an ability, unfortunately a little bit late, which will make our job a little bit easier, but thankfully they aren't super hard to find, just a little bit annoying to collect. Tadtones store oxygen in their bodies, so when you catch one, it will restore some of your air. Yes, that is actually a good thing to note, that you want to collect them, especially if you're low on oxygen. They will end up restoring some of that oxygen that you're losing down here trying to catch them. I said get and catch at the same time, just goodness gracious. I don't know what it is about that, it's just I don't know. English, it's a hard language. It's not really, but it's just I don't know. Sometimes I just, for some reason, don't want to speak correctly. Just don't want to speak correctly. So it just, you know what? It's just gonna just decide or at least my voice is gonna up and decide that. What if you just say random things? Oh, hello. And that was a really big music note, too. I think that's actually the biggest one. Yeah, that is definitely the biggest one. Okay. Go up and grab these ones. And what do you have to say, good sir? What do you have to say? If you don't collect the Tadtones of the same color right after another, they'll wiggle out of your score, but don't work yourself into a panic. Definitely don't want to do that. But yes, you want to, I guess, in a sense, reasonably rush in collecting the Tadtones, but at the same time not, I guess, too much, because it's just, they will despawn and all that annoying stuff, and then you have to collect them all again. But you don't have to worry about it too much. Especially if you just keep spinning your way through here. But even still, it's just like, man, it's just, the whole end, we're reaching the flood barrier, so we're not able to go through there. Just great. Alright, let's head back this way then. And see where we can find through this way. Let's see, it also does end up showing you on the map which ones you've collected and where they are, so that is a little bit helpful to know where you've looked. But even still, it's just like, yeah, not necessarily the most fun section of the game. Actually, probably a kind of annoying one, but we will manage to make it through. What I will say is it's kind of cool just to see all the little fish that still end up being here, but they end up just, I guess, just going back through into the tree or into Lake Floria, because when the water dragon is going to hopefully unflood the woods. Hello. Pretty bubbles are poisonous. Be careful. If you breathe one in, you'll choke. Yep, already talked about it. But good to know. Let's see. I'm going to explore straight ahead, I guess, and see where they are this way. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's head up here. There is a sneaky little guy up here. Let's try to swim past, the bombs. And now we got new problems. Hey Link, some nasty fish seem to have swam their way into the flooded woods. I'd hate to bump into those things underwater, Q. Watch your toes. I don't gotta worry about them. They're not... I guess he really doesn't know how strong we are, but like still, those guys really aren't that big of a threat. You just give yourself a concussion and bump your head on them 2 times, and then you are able to beat it. Oh, come on. There it is. Collect that one. And I believe, let's see. Okay. Doing fairly good so far. Trying to think where some of them might be. Just going to avoid you guys because I do not feel the need to be bothered by you. Hello. What do you have to say? The fiercest fish are back. Swim for your life. They can't follow you if you dive deep. I guess good to know, but Since when did you be? Since when are there sheep fish? I guess that would make sense because there are so many different kinds of fish just out there, especially just mainly just because of Australia. And Australia just has some crazy animals out there. But it's just like, just yeah. I don't know why I'm doing that. I guess that's just gonna be the trend for this video. Is just going, I don't know. I don't know why, but that's just gonna be the trend. Hello. I guess I'll go this way first. Start off this way. Which I feel like it's definitely good to do the spin rather than get out of the way, rather than just swimming into them normally, because they kind of like magnetize to you when you do the spin. Give me the air bubble. I need the oxygen. Otherwise, I will die. Because I need air. Alright. Let's grab this guy. Catch up to you and to you. And then we will head over here. And we have actually most of them right now, actually. Which I'm honestly surprised. Oh, hello. Tadtones get along with everybody. You can usually find them where other fish are swimming. Alright, I guess good to know. Ow. Ran my head into that bomb. Okay, I'm not gonna make it, dang it. But I am running out of oxygen, which is not good, not ideal. Can I find... Well, I might not need it yet, but I'm definitely gonna need it in a second. Oxygen bubble. Oh, here we go. Phew! Link, can you hear me? I thought up something good. Why don't you come up and chat with me for a moment? Q. This... just, yeah. Oh god, oxygen, I need oxygen. Oh god, am I gonna make it? Oof, barely just make it to the surface. Hello. Completely miss. Goodness gracious, I see more Tadtones down there. But I want to talk to the Elder Kikwi first. Let's see, can I even hit you once and miss you the second? Dang it. Can I get on this log, please? Or lily pad, anywhere I can stand? Oh, hello. Going to avoid you. And... oh, he's over there. I have to make sure my camera is adjusted. Or not my camera, but my motion are adjusted. Excuse me. I'm gonna make sure my motion controls are adjusted, because it feels like it's getting a little bit wonky on me, which is not good. Let's see. Get our way over here. Almost land on the lily pad, but oh well. Ow. Really? Okay. Just, please, just get up there, Link. For goodness sake. Okay. Finally make it up to the lily pad. Now what do you have to say? Q. How nice to see you again, Link. How goes the Tadtone gathering? I'd actually thought of something you might be interested to know. You see, it's like, how should I explain this, Q? There was a technique you used when searching for the others of my tribe, remember that? Use that thing you do, Q, and you'll have a much easier time getting those Tadtones. Signs indicate that this is a reference to your dowsing ability. It is a valid suggestion, Master. I am familiar with the unique aura signatures of Tadtones. I will calibrate your dowsing ability to locate Tadtones. This capability should prove to be quite useful in your search. However, please note that you cannot use your dowsing ability underwater. See, now that's the thing. While that's great and all, why couldn't you have told me that from the start? Rather than just telling me now? Because it's just like, we are almost done here, having a total of, let's see, have 4 of them left, and it's just really not that useful to tell me now when most of them are already collected. It would have been much nicer to just start with the ability to search for the Tadtones, rather than just having you search for them, then having, when you collect most of them, or when you've already collected most of them, say, oh, you should use your ability to collect the rest of them. It's just like, buddy, we already have most of them, so why would you tell me now? It's just, yeah. Ooh, Amber Relic up here. Just getting easily distracted by the Amber Relic, but yes. Amber Relic, please. Grab with your toes, Link. Come on. Link, you could easily grab that with your toes, Link. Come on. Okay, let's just spin around. Or better yet, actually, I could probably just spin into it. Okay, so it collects the Tadtones, but it doesn't allow me to do that with the Amber Relic. That's kind of annoying. But alright. We now have 3 of them left. Okay, so we must have had 5 of them left. Ooh, there's that goddess cube. I was actually scanning to see, using our ability to scan for leftover goddess cubes that I might have in this area that I might have missed, so I want to collect all of those before leaving here. Because this will pretty much be... Oh, God, bad. That's, I guess, what those do. Come on. But yes, that's what those do. And I see a Tadtone right there. Gosh dang it. Okay, so we're just gonna have to go back into the tree, I guess. And so this will be one of the last, like, really relevant times that we'll actually be in Faron Woods. At least for a little while. Like, the last, like, time to, like, collect stuff. Ooh, there's some right there. Don't mind if I do. Took a lot of health, actually, really quickly. Which is kind of crazy that it took that much health that quickly. I guess it makes sense because you're drowned. It's as if you're drowning, but just like, man, it took a lot of health like really quickly. Right. Let's see. I think the entrance to the tree is over here. I probably should have done that one from the start, but I actually forgot about that Tadtone at the beginning. Because I know there was a reason why you would want to drop down and, like, drop down there and go over there and drop down there for a reason. But I honestly forgot why that was, and now I see why. But, anywho, let's just spin our way through here. Because it's just, I am an impatient person, and I do not like to wait. So now, let's just go through here. Hello, water dragon. I am almost done with your nonsensical task, even though you see I have the Sword of Legend and all of this fun stuff, and you're still just gonna tell me, yes, but we're gonna test you one last time, just to see, for old funsies, old time's sake, that just to make sure 100% that you are truly the goddess's chosen hero and the hero of legend. Hello. I'm gonna land right next to this guy, which is not fun. Ow. just getting pummeled, whether it be for not having enough oxygen or just getting pummeled by just the fish. Not as much as the other one, but like still. What are you gonna do? I'm on the wall. You can't get me from here. Okay, the last one's over there. Okay. So let us just march our way over there and grab it. Ow! Didn't even okay, sure. Gonna try to swim down and grab this amber relic if I am able to. It is a bit risky, as shown last time, as it caused me to get the poison air, but hey. Oh, is it literally just one up here? It's kind of ridiculous if that is the one that I missed, but hey. It is the one I missed. Gosh dang it. Well, save the best one for last, I guess. Even though that really doesn't work in this context. Oh well. If you make those spiky things explode... Okay, yeah. I get the gist. Thank you, though. And goodbye. We have all of the Tadtones. Oh, Link, you've gathered all the Tadtones, haven't you? That's no small feat, or should I say, no small beat. Ha, very nice. Phew. Ahem. Anyway, hurry and return to the water dragon. I will definitely do that, and I don't think I am very far away from her. Gosh, I don't really have a catchphrase for that, so we'll just a swim and a... No, that doesn't really work. If you guys have any funny things to come up with in the comments for hop, skip, and a jump on over, like how for that, just tell me what your guys' equivalent of that would be for like swimming, because I really can't think of anything for that. But that is what I would use as a term for this. Maybe swim, paddle, and dive? No, that doesn't work. Anyway, I'll just stop trying to come up with bad names. We'll just head through here. Goodness gracious. I'm probably gonna think of something after recording this video and just... it'll be like 10 times better than what I just said, and just But I'm really curious to hear what you guys think, like what kind of funny things you could come up with as an equivalent to that. Just spin it here. So we can finish the job at hand. Ah, you've brought back all my colorful little Tadtones. You are indeed worthy of being called a hero. This much is clear. I'm good for my word, so I will teach you my part of the song you seek. The Song of the Hero. Originally, I had planned to keep these woods underwater so that those awful monsters could never return. But your task is far from over, and you're not exactly at home in the water, so I suppose I'll return the woods to their natural state. All this excitement has been rather draining. I believe I'll return to my hall. You'd best be on your way as well. Draining, you said. And now, the woods are back to normal. Very, very nice. Where the heck were you in the whole thing? The snoring Kikui up there, not the other Kikui, but like the, drawing a blank on his name right now, but that one guy that we talked to about Lake, Faron, or not, God, Lake Floria, goodness gracious, names. Anyway, where was he in that whole situation? He was not snoring when the woods was flooded. Yes, yes, as I suspected, the water level in Faron Woods has dropped. The forest has returned to its former, less aquatic state. Master, the melody you just acquired is one part of the Song of the Hero. I recommend you seek out the other two dragons in their respective areas to learn the other two parts of the song. I will do that, but I think I'm going to break up the action because there are some other things in Skyloft that I want to do in around that area as well. So I want to do those, along with, yeah, just making sure I get all my goddess cubes for this area, because I know that for a fact that there is at least one that I did miss. And I believe, let's see. Rhino Beetle. Let's see. Trying to think of, oh god. Blind landing? No. So where do I actually have to land for that goddess cube now that I think about it? Ow. Get out of here. Goodness sake. Not worth the time that it takes, not worth the energy it takes to kill you guys. Okay, so it's over there. Unless there's any other one that I missed. There is. Well, I guess in that case, we'll just spend maybe the rest of this episode hunting down the rest of the goddess cubes that I have to go collect. Because I honestly didn't think I really missed any, but apparently I did. Let's see. We're here. I'm doing that one. I meant that. I need to pull up the dowsing ability. Let's see. No, it's even farther out that way. Really curious as to which one I missed, though. Because I've been pretty thorough in getting of the goddess cubes and all that stuff. So I'm not really sure which one I actually could have missed. Maybe it's pointing all to the same one. I'm not really sure. Because I don't... It says there's one over there, but I really have no clue. We'll have to figure that out in a second. Let's just head up here. And we will... Actually, I think... Because I'm not 100% sure where it is, I think I'll just cut to the part of the video where I end up finding the goddess cubes. I'll show where it is on the map and how I got them, and then we'll head back up to the sky and maybe we'll end up the episode there. So, see you guys in a moment. Ah, I see how you're supposed to do this one now. So, they want you to get... Not even try it. No. Get out of here. So what they want you to do for this is they want you to be very careful about this. Going to get right here, hang down. I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna drop down here. And that is how we get this Goddess Cube chest. Which is really just okay. I'm honestly surprised I didn't remember this one. But like, even still, it's just like, yeah. Come on, Link. Shimmy your way back up there. Come on. Okay, that's a little bit better. Come on. Thank you. Skyward strike. Please. And we got that Goddess Cube. Very nice. Now it looks like there's one more that we missed. Somewhere. And there's actually multiple that we missed. So I will meet you by those other ones. Our next Goddess Cube is actually hidden really freaking well. So well, in fact, that I actually had to look up where the heck this one was, because now I want my whip, I want my claw shots, and I'm going to aim them up here. But yes, this one was actually so well hidden that I was not able to find it without looking for help. I actually ended up checking out Austin John video on all the Goddess Cubes, so I will link that in the description, because I'll be honest, these Goddess Cubes really freaking stumped me and I was not able to find that on my own. So I will meet you, hopefully, by the last Goddess Cube that we have yet to collect. And finally, this is a very secret Goddess Cube that I actually ended up finding, but I found it too early because I knew this was here, but I thought that, like, I wasn't sure, like, when we'd be able to get this one. So let's grab this one. Really nice and sneaky one. And yeah, I believe that is all of the Goddess Cubes in all of Faron Woods. So now that we have that all cleaned up, I believe, yeah, I believe we will end this off here. So, next time on Skyward Sword HD, we will head back up to Skyloft to look around at some of the things that we can do in Skyloft before heading to the next piece of the song, and maybe even starting the next part in finding the Song of the Hero and looking for the next dragon. See you guys then. Dragon Gamer, out.